Hello, future mommies. It's Alexa here. I hope everybody has had a good weekend so far. Um, I am currently home by myself right now. My husband just left for a funeral. Unfortunately, his aunt did pass away on Thursday this week, so he is on his way down, or up rather, to Louisville, Kentucky for the funeral for today and tomorrow. So I am home alone right now. And I don't know, I'm just feeling kind of meh at the moment. I am due for my period in 2 days, and I'm a little bummed because I'm starting now to have like the normal symptoms that I would have before a period. Like I'm having a little bit of the cramping. I started spotting a little bit last night and I'm spotting a little bit today. Um, I caved and took a pregnancy test yesterday and I knew I shouldn't have. I kept saying the other day that, you know, I would feel better once I took it, and I was way wrong. I felt bad, just as bad as I would have. So I think from now on, I'm just going to wait it out and not waste money on pregnancy tests. I have like the 88-cent Walmart brand tests, which, can only work from either the day of your missed period, or I think they're sensitive enough to work the day before your missed period. But I don't know. I'm just not feeling very confident anymore. I know I said a couple days ago that I was feeling fine and I wasn't having all my normal period symptoms, but yeah, I'm starting to have them now. So everything I've watched, and of course, I'm making the mistake of going on Google and going on YouTube, and I was trying to convince myself last night that maybe it was implantation bleeding, but it's not. I mean, I think it's just my period coming. I think maybe my body is just not ready for a baby yet. And it's just getting frustrating. I'm starting to get frustrated again. And like I said, I'm not as bad as I was last month. Um, last month I documented that I was really stressed out and I was having all these crazy symptoms and all this stuff. And I didn't have that this month, which is good. I wasn't driving myself crazy. I wasn't like I'm not like super depressed like I was last month. I wasn't crying every day like I was last month. I mean, last month I was a wreck. And I told myself I wasn't going to be like that this month. And I haven't been. I'm proud of myself. But it does suck. It's a really sucky feeling seeing that negative test. And I think that's why I'm going to not take them early anymore. It just gets me upset. And even though I took it early last time, I only took it a day early last time. I got my period 2 days earlier. Um, Even though I took it early last time too, it still sucked. So I think as much as it hurts, I think it's better to just go ahead and wait and get my period opposed to having to see that negative pregnancy test, because that is just, you don't really realize. And Rachel McLaughlin, I can't pronounce her last name. She is a fabulous YouTuber. Um, I've been watching her since I started my TTC journey, and she is so incredibly amazing, beautiful, caring. Oh gosh, I hate she lives in North Carolina. I wish she lived close to where I live. I would want to go meet up with her and talk to her and ask her questions. But she's had some similar stuff that happened to her that's been happening to me. Like she's had these false pregnancy symptoms that have happened to her. She had a chemical pregnancy happen, which, oh, I couldn't even imagine. I know it's not really like a miscarriage, but even still, that's still really upsetting to see a positive. She had 5 different positive pregnancy tests and then ended up having a weird, dark period. So, the point being, I just don't see myself doing that anymore. I can't torture myself. And my husband made a good point too. He doesn't really understand why I took the pregnancy test so early, but he's a guy, so, and he didn't say it like in a negative way, but he basically said yesterday, why upset yourself? Why disappoint yourself when 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a while before we have a baby. So until then, just accept the fact that you're going to get your period the next couple of months. And, he said the same thing within a year. If we're still at the same place, then we'll go see a doctor. Um, and it's only my third or fourth month. I know in my head I shouldn't be this upset because I still have time. I still have until November of this year to even be November, December of this year to even be thinking about it. And that's still a good little ways away. I still have the time. We still have time. It's just, it's frustrating because this month all the stars aligned. Like, I started doing the OPK kits and I ovulated at the time I knew I was going to ovulate. I made sure that Andrew and I did what we had to do on the right days. So everything went the way it was supposed to. We did everything right. And it's just not happening this month. And I was really hopeful, especially since we had the ovulation kit. I was tracking everything and I know my body is fine. I mean, I would be more worried if I wasn't ovulating. That's where I would be concerned. So I'm ovulating, I'm getting normal periods. I don't know what else could be causing this. And it's really frustrating. I mean, and then of course, I've been having these really bad, well, not bad, they've been absolutely wonderful dreams, but I consider them bad because they're so frustrating because I don't even want to wake up because I want it so badly to be real. I keep having these dreams of me being pregnant and reading that positive pregnancy test and telling my family and all these wonderful things that I've wanted for these past 3 months and nothing. I wake up and that's it. I don't know, guys. I think once I start my period, I'll feel better. And then, with my husband not here, it does kind of suck a little bit. And I don't know. I'm just having the emotions that I knew I was going to have when I knew I wasn't pregnant. And I'm sure I'll be fine tomorrow and Tuesday. My period will come one of those days. I'll be sad and then I'll get over it. But it's just, this cycle is so incredibly hard. This trying to conceive journey is so difficult. I mean, you go the first week or so after your period is fine. You're on your period, you're on your period, you don't have to worry about anything. And then after your period is over, it's like crunch time. So then you have your period. My period lasts 5 days. I go ahead and start with my husband between days 9 and 10 because I ovulate about a day or two earlier than you're supposed to. This month I ovulated on day either 12 or 13. I'm leaning more towards day 13. So I ovulated a day earlier than most people, or I did this month. So from day 9 to day like 15, I am like trying so hard to be on it. And then from day 13 to basically when I get my period, or so from day 15 or 16 up until, basically the 2 week wait, it's just anxiety ridden. And I've been trying so hard not to think about any kind of cramping that happens, any kind of breast tenderness, any kind of anything. And like I said, I can't figure out a way, and maybe you guys can kind of help me with this. I can't figure out a way to cope with it, if that's a way to do it. Like, I can't think of a way to distract myself. Like I said, I work full time, and that helps a little bit, but it also doesn't help when I work in a clinic full of women and I pass by 3 of them every day and they're pregnant. And we have babies that come in and out of the clinic. So, and I'm trying really hard not to be jealous of people that are pregnant or jealous of people that have kids. But like the other day, one of my coworkers who's about 7 or 8 months along was looking at stuff for her baby registry, and it's just like I just want to be you right now. I want so badly to be in her shoes, and she's got this cute little baby bump, and she said that she was even complaining about the back pain and all this stuff. And I know people are going to watch this, especially women that have already had kids, are going to be like, this girl is crazy. She has no idea what she's going to be going through. No, I know exactly what I'm going to be going through. I am prepared for this. I know what's going to happen. I know how hard it's going to be, but I know the end result is going to be what I've always wanted. I want to be a mother. I have wanted to be a mother for as far back as I can remember. I've said this in past videos. My dream is to be a parent. My dream is to have a beautiful family with my husband. And I'm just frustrated that it's not happening. And I'm learning in church right now. I'm very much a Christian person, and I'm involved in a wonderful church. My husband and I are. And I know God keeps giving me these signs that it's going to happen when he feels like it's time for me to happen, when it's time for it to happen for me. I'm just having a hard time being patient, and I'm venting to my mom about it. I'm venting to my best friend about it. I'm trying not to vent too much to my husband about it because it stresses him out and it puts pressure on him. Um, but I have this like fear in the back of my head that we're going to be at the same position a year from now, or in, November, December. And, I know it says it takes 6 months to a year for a healthy couple, but I don't know. I was kind of hoping that I would be one of the lucky ones. I've also said in the past, I've had to work really, really hard for everything in my life. Everything. My job, school, everything I've ever had, I've had to work hard for. And the same for my husband. My husband's always had to work really hard, and he's given us a beautiful home. He's given me basically a brand new car. I drive like a 2017 amazing sedan, or I guess it's a mini SUV, I guess. Um, and he's given me all these wonderful things, and we have such a wonderful life. And I was talking to my mom one day a couple weeks ago. I think it was last month. I think I've told the story already, but I'm telling it again because it's on my mind. Um, but basically, when I was having my little meltdown last month, I asked my mom, why? Why is it that I can't just have this one thing? Like, why do I have to work hard for every single thing that I have? Why can't I just have this one thing be easy for me? But I guess she did make a point that, you appreciate it that much more. So I don't know, guys. I'm kind of in my feelings right now. And I think it's just because I don't feel great either. Like, my allergies have been really bad. I went to bed early last night, and I went out like for my brother's birthday dinner, and I just had like, I can get really bad sinus infections and sinus pressure. And for some reason, I was feeling really sick. And then, with my husband being gone and his aunt passing away, it's just been kind of a stressful week, just emotionally. And now that he's gone, I'm by myself in this house, and I'm just alone at the moment. So I'm just, I don't even have words right now, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to try to drink my iced coffee, and I might call my best friend and see what she's doing, and just try to enjoy my Sunday if I can, and try not to be sad, and try not to be going to the bathroom every 5 seconds checking and see if I've gotten my period, because I know it's coming. I know it's going to happen. This isn't going to be our month, and I just need to let it go and get over it. So anyway, guys, I will try to post a video tomorrow afternoon, um, and then hopefully one day the rest of this week. So I hope everybody's having a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.